Next up, at UFC 317, we have Terrance McKinney taking on Viacheslav Borshchev. Terrance McKinney 16-7 in his career. He is 3-2 in his last 5. He is coming off yet another finish win. He's taking on Viacheslav Borshchev. 8-5 in his career, 2-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that decision loss to Tom Nolan. Every Terrance McKinney fight is exactly the same. Whether he wins or loses is going to vary, but the fights are exactly the same. He comes out, all the talent, all the skill, all the ability in the world, and for anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes, that guy is an absolute world beater. And if he doesn't win the fight within that 3 to 5 minute window, things are likely not going to go his way. He's got how many wins in the UFC at this point? 11 fights in the UFC and 11 fights that have never seen a third round. Terrance McKinney is fast. He's athletic.
He's never had a fight in the UFC go over 1.5 rounds.
So it's 1.5?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Yeah, because I the stat I use has just never been to the third. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. So Terrance McKinney has every skill and ability you would ever want if you were designing a fighter. He just doesn't have the cardio or the chin. If this dude had a cardio or a chin, he would quite literally be a world champion right now. He's taking on Viacheslav Borshchev, the team alpha male striking coach. At least he was. I don't know if he still is. Fantastic striker. He had a legitimate professional kickboxing career before moving over to MMA. He's got a great jab. He's got solid power, fantastic kicks, great technique. Takedown defense is low, but it's kind of artificially low because people in the beginning of his UFC career were just diving at his legs nonstop. He's actually been taken down 30 times in his 8 UFC fights. He's coming off that loss to Tom Nolan. And Terrance McKinney, as I mentioned, it's a very reliable guy, but the outcome is not reliable. Meaning, I know exactly what Terrance is going to do. And then for the first couple of minutes, he's going to look like a world beater. It's going to look like a 10-8 round. And he might win the fight, or he might not. I'm going to lean for him to win this fight. I am just of the mindset that Viacheslav is not as durable as he once was. If this was 2 years ago, the durable Viacheslav, the guy that could take the beating, the one that fought Nazim and like managed to survive, and that whole guy.
He just fought a finisher and went 3 rounds, no problem. The hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but he didn't get cracked with a big one like Terrance McKinney's about to make.
Oh,
Chase
bullshit.
Hooper. Chase Hooper dropped Viacheslav. You're going to see he submitted him, but he dropped him and then jumped on him. I think Terrance McKinney is finding his stride, hitting that part of his career. Hell, maybe we finally get the first over 1.5 Terrance McKinney in this fight, and I think Viacheslav's on the other side. I think he's on the downswing here. I'm on the Terrance side. I think he gets it done. I actually parlayed him as well. Terrance McKinney is my pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, this should obviously be a pretty fun fight. Terrance McKinney, I mean, if there's one thing, is they're never fucking boring. And I was able to meet the guy at Tampa. He's a super cool, super down-to-earth guy. I do worry about what you have to determine in this fight is Slava the talent level that Terrance wins against or loses against, because there's a certain threshold that Terrance hits where he's just not beating good people. He's, since the Fair Zion fight, where I think we all agree the guy just kind of quit. Before that, it was a flash knockout with Matt Favola. He's 4-4 in the UFC, and those 4 wins are against people with a combined UFC record of 5-15. I think 2 of them don't even have a win in the UFC, so he's beating the people he should beat, losing against the people that can kind of withstand the early craziness, like a Nazim, like an Ismail Bonfim, where even in that Ismail Bonfim fight, Terrance looked a little bit lost in the striking. He was always fast, but his accuracy really drops against people that know what they're doing in the striking. So you have to consider and ask yourself, do you think Slava is that guy that, even though he's 4-4-1 in the UFC, is he losing to good people? He's at high level, or is he a person that Terrance should beat? And in my opinion, I think he's of that high level. People are going to assume that Terrance McKinney is just going to wrestle this guy and finish on that. That doesn't happen to Slava. It took 6 or 7 minutes for a guy at a high level like Chase Hooper to fucking finally submit this guy, and that was actually after dropping him. Terrance McKinney getting a takedown, Slava's going to make him work, and typically nobody finishes Slava on the ground except for Chase Hooper, and it took him a while to do it. So even if Terrance McKinney, his game plan is to wrestle, I think Slava survives it. he has the better gas tank and he starts taking over. And then in the striking against high-level strikers, it feels like he doesn't have the same accuracy. And if you're throwing big against Slava, I mean, he is so nice and tight with that head movement. I mean, he is right there with the body shots, with the nice tight hooks. I just feel like Slava's the better striker. He can see the early stuff. People are always going to bring up, oh, he got knocked down by Chase. He was getting outstruck by Chase. Chase literally landed one fucking punch, and it was right on the button. They always say it's the shots you don't see coming that are fucking knock you out. And Slava recovered fine. I mean, he literally was like, boom. He just happened to be on the ground with a fucking menace. So I like Slava in this fight. Either way, I think there's fireworks early, and somebody's probably going to find a finish. And honestly, I trust Slava more in those exchanges. So I'm on Slava.
Yeah, listen, I get not being on the Terrance side. He's not durable is quite literally the problem. But this could be that weird, stupid fight that does go over. Like, it's been crazy out there watching these fights recently. But I think Terrance comes out, guns blazing. You think Viacheslav survives that early chaos.
The second Terrance starts moving backwards, this fight is fucking over.
Yeah.
Because Slav is just going to fucking pour on that, like, Joshua Van type boxing pressure.
And you mentioned the Bonfim fight. I think that's the only fight that Terrance wasn't winning early. He did not come out there just like...
Yeah, he out-wrestled. He out-wrestled Nazim early and stuff. But yeah, he looked a little bit lost in the striking in that one.
Yeah, that was probably the only one where it's like Terrance did not win the first couple of minutes of that fight. This should be a ton of fun. As Jacobs mentioned, there's never been a boring Terrance McKinney fight. If you think he wins, then you need him in your DraftKings fantasy lineup at that $8,600 price point, because I filmed the DraftKings video today already because I'm heading to Vegas. And I looked through his fight history. The dude scores well over 100 points in every single win because of how he wins and how early. If you think he doesn't get it done, then obviously $7,600 is a phenomenal price point for Viacheslav, because Viacheslav's not going to skate by in a decision. If Terrance loses, Terrance getting finished, and Viacheslav's worth that money. Whatever side you're on, they should be in your DraftKings fantasy lineup. And if you care about DraftKings fantasy, we have a whole slew of tools for you. We have an optimizer that builds lineup for you. We have a artificial intelligence that picks fights for you. We have a fight simulator that simulates the fights 100,000 times, giving you the outputs. All of that is in one single package. No cross-sell, no upsell, no nonsense. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Unlock it right now. You'll get this card, UFC 318, and the 2 fight nights, one on each side.